Hey guys, this is PlasmaCards here with Adrian.
And stuff.
And we've got a much requested deck profile that we're going to go into. So, Steph, you want to take it away?
Yeah, sure. So this is kind of a weird hybrid deck going on here that really actually it kind of does work in theory, and well, it works in practice too. Basically what you're doing is you're kind of taking Constellars and you're taking Hat and you're mixing them together to create sort of a less
Constellar.
Yeah, Constellar artifact.
Constellar artifact.
I prefer Constellar artifact. And basically what you're doing is you're ripping out the hand and trap tricks engine and replacing it with Constellars, which in my opinion, it's less of a responsive deck and more of a pick your own downplay deck.
It's more aggressive.
And yeah. So
plus you had a theory about the hands?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in at least one or two ban lists the hands will get shot down.
At least semi-limited, I think.
Semi-limited at least.
Whatever.
And but I mean, hand trap tricks are still a thing, but this deck it runs a lot more aggressively, and I'm more of an aggressive player. I don't like sitting on 27 traps. Anyways, let's get down to the deck profile. So basically, we've got our artifact engine here going. So you got your three.
Let's start with monsters there.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go over the artifacts.
Okay, good point. That works.
Anyway, so you got your 3 moral tech, which
broken.
It's basically this plus this equals happiness to all. So basically you got this that summons your artifacts. This, which if your opponent blind MSTs and they hit it, well, they're kind of fucked, but yeah. Or if they blind MST and hit this, it's even worse. But basically you're bringing this out for poppage, and so you can maybe next turn use Chaos and stuff to go into Pleiades, or you're going to use other moral techs or Beagle. Now then you're running 3 Ignition and 2 Beagle. And basically, some people I've seen have run, when they drop the artifact archetype into a deck, they run Moral Tech and Sanctum only. And now, I really want to push the fact that this card and this card make it so much better. Reason being, number one, it's basically a better version of MST, let's be totally honest. Number 2, if you draw into one of your artifacts, it's kind of dead. Because your opponent, really, in this format, no one's really blind MSTing for fear of artifacts. But, if you draw into your Ignition, you can go Ignition, pop Beagle, and then first you set your Moral Tech, and then Beagle gets summoned. So then you pop the Moral Tech that you just summoned with Beagle, so you just went, with these 2 cards, you just got to pop off on the field, and 2 level 5s out. It's pretty awesome to me.
And then you can overlay the next turn.
And then you can overlay the next turn into Pleiades. Even if they destroy 1, you can use Chaos and stuff. You're basically just really like going thick into the rank 5s. Then you have your kind of standard Constellar engine with a few little pieces ripped out. You've got Bear, which Bear is just a stupid card. Tanky Bear, pop, fun times. It's kind of a toolbox almost in the deck because
it's kind of interesting.
You run the 1.
You've got 2 Algaty next. Why not 3?
Basically, what I want, you don't really have space to run the full Constellar engine that you normally run in a normal Constellar deck. So what's ripped out of here is 1 Algaty and 2 Sheraton.
Okay.
So because I find that I really want to just be making my Chaos, and it's not that much of a struggle to draw into it. I feel like I always have Chaos in my hand. So I don't really need the Sheraton, and the fact that I don't run the extra Algaty, I don't really need it because a lot of times I already have a level 5 on the field to go into with Chaos.
Yeah, so, and it's also just kind of a worse version of Pollux, right? Because Maxi can be chained to it and effect Veiler.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you can Veiler Pollux.
Yeah, not at all.
So yeah, 2 Algaty, kind of a worse version of Pollux, and plus in theory you're running 4 Pollux because you got the Rhoda. You don't have too much of a problem with getting 2 Constellars out. Chaos, heart and soul of the deck MVP. By far. He can turn himself and another Constellar into level 5 and then go into stuff like Pleiades or maybe even a Durandal if you're into that. Or if you want to go Volcasaurus.
If you're into that kinky stuff.
And Mayo. The rank 5s are stupidly broken in my opinion. Anywho's, especially Pleiades. Then you have Pollux, who is kind of your Evil Storm Castor, similar effect to Algaty, but it's an extra normal summon, and you cannot get the Max Seed or Veilered or Breakthrough skill. Sombre is basically an Evil Storm Kirkion. His first effect is completely useless, and basically the second effect is banish a Constellar from your grave, and get another one to your hand, and then you can normal summon it. So he's your 1 card Exceed, and if you have a Chaos in your grave, he's your 1 card rank 5, which
makes
is
top decking
even more awesome. Honest is honestly the best card ever. You're running all lights except for Bear, because fuck Bear. And so yeah, Honest is just a stupid card. We've been over this.
So the monster lineup is basically you're basically trying to get out as much rank 5 as possible.
Absolutely. This is your rank 5 light turbo, so you can get that Pleiades, because Pleiades is a stupid card.
Alright, that works out. So then you got your 3 back row removal / remove your own stuff.
Exactly. They either make you go off, or you can just remove your opponent's stuff, and you still get to set your little shits here, which is pretty cool. So now, because you might think, well, when you set it, it's never going to get activated, right? 2 ways to activate it. Either you can draw into another one, Ignition, and pop it yourself, or you can make this dude, use the rest of your traps, and now you just have, like, your opponent is, like, scared to make moves because it's like, fuck, I do something, it gets negated, and I get a Moral Tech out. So it's just pretty badass, in my opinion. Anywho's, you've got Book of Moon, you're just a great card, it's pseudo-trap, basically. Stun, stop effects, stop all the stuffs. Dark Hole, Mass Destruction, I hate you. Tanky. Basically, you're usually tankying into your Chaoses. That's why I don't really run the Sheraton, because I feel like with 3 tanky, you pretty much almost always have a Chaos in your hand. And then you have the 1 bear that kind of makes it live. You can search the tanky with the bear, or you can do bear pop with the tanky.
And the card that also follows tanky also makes it a little
easier.
Absolutely.
Your 2 duality, which I just moved.
Get back in your place. DN is on drugs.
Yeah, it keeps moving stuff. 2 duality over 3, because I don't want to duality into duality, and you do want to exceed right away on your turn. So 3, I think it's a little bit cloggy. You have a lot of searchers anyway, so 2 is perfect for me. And a lot of people are running 2 in a lot of decks this format.
It's also good for getting to this card, which is borderline essential. You can get into this card easier, and most importantly,
Chaos.
You can get into this guy.
You're just really trying to get into Chaos with this deck, and then your artifact is kind of a sprinkle on top. Rhoda, Search Pollux. 2 Soul Charge, 3 gets cloggy, and you lose your life points way too fast. 2 is perfect, because you can resummon your artifacts, you can resummon your Chaos, overlay, do all the shits. You can even bring back Honest and get him back to your hand.
And doesn't Moral Tech get his effect off as well? Does he?
It would have to be on your opponent's side of the turn.
Oh yeah, it's true, never mind. Adri's on drugs.
So Call of the Haunted would do that.
No, yeah,
but
Call
I
of the
prefer Soul Charge.
No, obviously you run Soul Charge. Then again, could you run Call?
You could, and it has less chance of getting popped. But yeah, I guess it could work. Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of Soul Charge, but hey, we'll test it out.
Testing.
Artifact Sanctum, stupid card. Very, very broken.
Plain and simple.
Just, yeah. Blackhorn of Heaven, I love this card. It's being sprinkled a lot into decks as a 1-of, and a lot of people are siding it as well.
You're basically running that over Compulse, I notice.
Yeah, I don't like Compulse this format, because it doesn't really hit hat at that much, in my opinion. I prefer the Blackhorn of Heaven for when anything exceeds, like, fuck Yugioh. Bottomless Trap Hole, my favorite trap ever. Solemn and Torrential, just great cards. And you're running the 2 Deep Prison, because this format, Deep Prison, is just like Beazle,
for the hat matchup, yeah.
It's just, it works. It really does. And you don't want people really running over your shit like Pleiades, because he's big, but he's not as big as he could be. It's okay, Pleiades, size doesn't matter. So, I mean, any Dragon Ruler, Blaster anyway, and I think Title has 26.
Yeah.
Can get over you, and if you used your pop already, you kind of want to defend him a little bit. So you got your Deep Prison, which is a great card. Would maybe consider running stuff like Breakthrough Skill, Mirror Force, but you don't really have the space for the trap lineup in this deck at the moment. But hey, try it out. Pull some stuff out if you want. I don't know.
Yeah. So far, things up. We've tested this deck against Madolce, and
they're very close.
It kicked my ass. You beat me twice.
Okay, the first one I kind of kicked your ass, but the second one was a very close duel.
The second one was close, and
you started the second one,
and I even started the second one. So, in my opinion, this deck just
it's a very strong deck. My rating has skyrocketed on DN from testing this deck. I love it.
He's only played against me.
By the way, shout out to
wait.
Zen. I play the meta. Shout out
to
this is his name. Go give him love on DN.
Yes.
And then I think it's all one word.
Yeah, I think it's all one word. Zen I Play the Meta basically challenged me on DN with this deck. I don't think anyone has ever beaten me on DN after just flat out challenging me, saying, "Hey, you're from PlasmaCards. I'd like to challenge you." Zen I Play the Meta is the one person who we sadly didn't get to finish the duel, but honest to God, I think he was going to beat me, and he basically inspired us to make this deck.
He was running 3 Moral Tech and 3 Sanctum, and we decided to throw in the Ignition and this because that's what they run in Hat.
Yeah.
So we were kind of taking some extra approaches, but I mean, it's really, you could try that too with just Sanctum and Moral Tech. It makes the Moral Tech a bit of a dead draw, but you have more space for traps, maybe the Sheraton, the Algady. You have more space for other stuff, because this deck has so much you can run in it because of the Constellar.
And would you like to know something beautiful? Zen I Play the Meta, do you know where he got like his core from?
Nope.
He got it from Marco's Constellar.
Yeah, he said he was playing Monsters.
So Marco makes his Constellars, then Zen I Play the Meta makes his deck, and then we make this one. It's sort of like a little chain going on. I like that. That makes me happy.
So basically, now if we go quickly to our extra deck, because we don't want to make this too long. Well, this is like our shortest deck profile ever, because I'm doing it. Anyway,
Shut up.
So yeah, let's do this quick. Let's not make me a hypocrite. So Abyss Dweller, stupid card, hands, mermails, all the shits do their shit in the graveyard, so just activate it and fuck shit up.
1 Durandal.
Durandal, negate shit. I already went over this with how you can pop your own shit too.
Omega, borderline necessary. My brother beat me.
I run it at 1 because you don't really need it, but for like an end game you want it, and a lot of time you're gonna overlay Ptolemy as 7 over it, maybe if you want to. Pleiades, I considered running it at 3, but you don't really need it at 3. To be totally honest.
Beautiful part about Pleiades, you all know that play. If you've activated Tenki to get the cows and your opponent dark holes, you can easily maintain your advantage by detaching, by chaining Pleiades effect, and getting that Tenki back to your hand.
Yes.
Busted.
Precept, I have never gone into him yet, and I've played this deck quite a bit, but just in case.
Marco can tell you he's a beast.
He's got the big boost, and you can even use his effect on Pleiades to make him slightly bigger, 100 points bigger, but I don't know, M7, something. M7's there to get rid of your dead Pleiades, your dead Omega, or your dead this dude. Direwolf, you're running some Beast and Beast Warriors, so it's kind of cool to get that pop off. Haven't gone into him yet, but it's a very good card. Or to just kill himself to do something magical for you. Exiton, stupid card, destroy all the shits.
For Madolcha, which you should have activated against me, fool.
Yeah, well, anyway, I still beat you.
Oh, shut up.
Cowboy for game.
Cowboy for game.
Silent Honor Arc because he is stupidly broken.
Stealing people.
Volcasaurus for that pop, and then Gaia, who isn't in this.
Yes, he is. Oh, no, what?
What the fuck? Where's Gaia?
Get rid of the Diamond Dire and put in the Gaia.
I'm confused. There was a Gaia in here, but he's gone now, so whatever.
Making quick adjustments.
Also, I would maybe consider running Heartland Draco over Cowboy after watching some profiles of other decks.
Oh, geez, it's true because you have the Tenki as well.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, but it's just a lot more damage for game. But
oh, you want to make some adjustments right now?
Well, guys, I literally have all this shit that you can run. You can run the Gem Knight Pearl and Daigusto Emerald engine. You can run more Omegas. You could run a Tiger King. You could run Maestroke. You could run Ragna Zero, who is a very, very good card in this format. You got Black Ship of Corn. You got Shark Fortress for game, which I wouldn't run, but if you're into that. And you have this, which is going to be so cool when it comes out. Frieza-Dron. You go into Frieza-Dron with whatever you want.
Frieza-Don.
For whatever, man. He's Frieza-Dron. Oh, fuck. What's that guy's name? Oh, this is going to be annoying. Is it 6? Please be 6.
I don't know.
Oh, where are you? Yes! Okay, you go into full armored Crystal Zero Lancer, who is really cool. I can't wait for him to come out.
Basically, it's a 37 beater that has Zero Finds effect.
Yeah, and detach, negate the effects of all. No, only your monsters your opponent controls. Is that Zero Finds effect?
I don't know. I don't know.
But he's huge, and he can if you would be destroyed, you can detach a material. So he's just
size
awesome.
Is everything, Pleiades.
It's okay, Pleiades. It's okay. Then you have Starleech, Paladynamo, stupid card. You can draw. You can target stuff and make it 0 and la 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 la. Tiras, attack, defense, all the shits. And wind up arsenals and Mayo. Not the MVP of the deck. I'm sorry. I was very enthusiastic about every other card in this extra deck, but Zamayo, I'm actually considering leaving Diamond Dire and getting rid of you for Gaia, so we'll see what happens.
What?
It's okay, Zenmayo. It's because, especially in this format, popping 2 is just asking for Sanctum. But, point. If you see you're playing something that isn't, maybe even run it in your side or something. I don't know, whatever.
No. Anyways, guys, so...
Anyways.
Thank you for watching. This has been PlasmaCards with...
Death!
And Adrian. This is Constellar
Artifacts.
Constellar Artifacts.
One more shout out to Zen, I play the meta.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching.
Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's annoying.